Namaste friends, welcome back to my channel. Friends, in today's video we are going to make these beautiful danglers, these cute danglers, and as the shape suggests, they look like the rose petal and I have named them as rose petal earrings. So here I have made these rose petal earrings in lavender color and I have used these pearls in light pink color. And I'm going to show you one more colorway that I have made. This one is in forest green color at the center, and here I have used the black pearls at the edge. And in this video we are going to make these earrings in yellow color. So let us see what all material do we need to make these rose petal earrings in yellow color. Friends, for making our rose petal earring in yellow color, we would need these 12 Rivoli crystal in citrine color. Then I'm using these 11 O's. These are Preciosa opaque yellow 11 O's. Here I'm using these 11 O's. These are Miyuki duracoat galvanized champagne 11 O's, and these are Miyuki duracoat galvanized champagne 15 O's. Here I would be using these pearls in two sizes but in the same color. These are in bronze color and this one is in size 3 mm and this is in size 4 mm. Here I am using these ear wires for my earring. I would be working with Miyuki thread and size 12 beading needle. So let's get started. Friends, we would start making our rose petal earring by bezeling a 12 mm Rivoli crystal with raw stitch. So for this, I'm going to pick up 4 11 O's on my needle. So here I have picked up 4 11 O opaque yellow on my needle, and now I'm going to bring them down towards the end of my thread. And now I will tie a double knot so this is our first raw component, and now I will pass through all these 4 11 O's, bringing this tail in between these 11 O's. Like this. Very gently we have to pull our thread. And here. Now I'm exiting through this 11 O. So this is our first raw component. Now I will be making my second raw component for making my bezel ring. So for this I am picking up 3 11 O opaque yellow, and this one is my fourth 11 O. And after picking these 3, I am going to pass through this fourth 11 O like this. Moving up into this 11 O. Again I am picking up 3 11 O opaque yellow and pass through this 11 O through which I am exiting right now. Like this. Moving up and exiting through this one like this. So here you can see that I have made 1, 2, 3 raw components in my bezel ring, bezel chain, and for bezeling our 12 Rivoli crystal, we need 14 raw components in our bezel ring. So in our chain we are going to make 13 raw components, and 14th would be the one which would join the two end of this chain. So here I have made 3. I would be making 10 more and come back. So here I have completed my raw chain with 13 components. Here they are: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. And now I'm going to join the two ends of this chain with my 14th raw component. So here I'm bringing the two ends together like this, and now I'm picking up one 11O opaque yellow and pass through this 11O on the other end. Again I'm picking up one 11O opaque yellow and passing through the first one here like this. So this is our 14th raw component, and now I would be passing through all these 4 11Os once again to reinforce and exiting through this 11O on the top here, and here is our bezel ring. And now so this is our first ring, and we are going to make another one on the top of this. So here you can see that right now I am exiting through this 11O opaque yellow, and now I am picking up one 11O opaque yellow, one 15O champagne and one 11O opaque yellow. So here I have picked up 3 beads, one 11O, one 15O and one 11O, and now I would be passing through this one through which I am exiting right now. So here I have made this raw component on the top of this one, and now as I exit through this one I am moving up through this 11O, and now I would be moving in clockwise direction. So here right now you can see I'm exiting through this 11O. Now I will pick up one 15O and then one 11O. So here I have picked up one 15O and one 11O, and now I will pass through this 11O of the next raw component and pass through all these 4 beads like this. So this is our second raw component on the top of this one. So here I have made first raw component on this raw component, the second one on this one, and now I'm exiting through this one, and now I will pass through the 15O, 11O and the next 11O of the third raw component of my base chain here. And now I would be moving anti-clockwise. So I will pick up one 11O first and 15O next. And now I will pass through this 11O and the next one. So here I have made 1, 2, 3 raw components on my bezel ring on the top of this base one. And I'm exiting through this 11O. As I go clockwise, I will pick up 15O first and 11O next, and pass through this 11O and all these 3 seed beads down through this 11O opaque yellow. So here I have added 4 raw components on the top of this bezel ring, and same way I'm going to add these raw components all through this round. Now here I have reached the end of this round, and at the end here we have 3 11-ohs, 1 2 3 11-ohs, and on the top we are going to add 15-oh. So here I'm going to pick up only one 15-oh champagne and pass through all these 11-ohs like this, moving up and this way. So this is our bezel ring from the top, and as you can see that right now I'm exiting through the 15-oh champagne. Now I'm going to pick up one 15-oh champagne and pass through this next 15-oh champagne, again picking up one 15-oh champagne and passing through this next 15-oh champagne, again picking up one 15-oh champagne and passing through this next 15-oh champagne. This way I'm going to add these 15-oh champagne all through this round. And now I have reached the end of this round, and I'm adding my last 15-oh champagne of this round and stepping up into the first 15-oh champagne that I added. So after this round, this is the look of our bezel ring, and now I will pick up one 15-oh champagne and pass through this next 15-oh champagne that I added in the last round, and after this I'm going down into this 15-oh like this, moving up into this one. Now again I'm picking up one 15-oh champagne and pass through this next 15-oh champagne. So here you can see that in between these two 15-ohs I have skipped the one in between. So this way, again after exiting through this 15-oh, I'm going down through the next 15-oh, up into this one. Again I'm picking up one 15-oh champagne and pass through the next 15-oh champagne that I added in the last round. And this way again I have skipped one 15-oh in between. So we are going to complete this round in this pattern, adding one 15-oh, skipping other, adding one 15-oh and skipping other all through this round. And here I have added my last 15-oh, and after adding this 15-oh I have come down through this 15-oh, and again I will move up into this one, down through this next 15-oh, through this 11-oh, through this 11-oh, down through this one and into this 11-oh. So this way we have reached the back side of our bezel case, and this is the look of our bezel case from the front side. And now we are going to place our Rivoli crystal into the bezel case very gently like this, and here this is the look from the front side. And now we are going to close our bezel case, but first of all we are going to cut this tail off. And now as you can see that I'm exiting through this 11-oh, I'm going to pick up one 15-oh champagne and pass through this next 11-oh opaque yellow Again I'm picking up 115 champagne and pass through this next 11 opaque yellow. Again picking up 115 champagne and pass through this next 11 opaque yellow. So this way I'm going to add these 15 O's all through this round. And now I'm adding my last 15 champagne of this round and stepping up into the first 15 champagne that I added in this round. So after completing this round, this is the look. And now I'm going to pick up 11 yellow opaque and pass through this next 15 champagne. And now I'm going to skip the next one, so I'm passing through the next 15 champagne without adding any bead. And again I'm picking up 11 yellow opaque and pass through this next 15 champagne like this. Now again I'm skipping the next one, so here I'm passing through this next 15 champagne without adding any bead in between. Again picking up 11 yellow opaque and pass through this next 15 champagne like this and skipping the next bead here. So this way I'm going to complete this round by following this pattern, adding 111 skipping the other, adding 111 skipping the other. Now here after adding this last 11 I'm passing through this next 15 champagne, skipping the bead without adding any bead. And now I'm stepping up into the first 11 yellow opaque. And after adding these 11 this is the look. And now I'm going to pick up 11 champagne and pass through this next 11 yellow opaque. Again picking up 11 champagne, passing through this next 11 yellow opaque. Again picking up 11 champagne and passing through this next 11 yellow opaque. So this way I'm going to add these 11 champagne all through this round. And here I'm adding my last 11 champagne and stepping up into the first 11 champagne that I added in this round. Now here after completing this round, this is the look of our bezel case, and here we have to keep our thread nice and tight. And now I have stepped up into the first 11 champagne that we added in this round. And now I'm going to pick up 11 yellow opaque and pass through this next 11 champagne like this. Again I'm picking up 11 yellow opaque and passing through this next 11 champagne. Again picking up 11 yellow opaque and passing through this next 11 champagne. And this way I'm going to add these 11 all through this round. Now after adding these 11 I have stepped up into the first 11 yellow opaque, and here is the look. And now I would be passing through all these 11 yellow opaque without adding any bead, and here by closing my bezel case. Friends, if you are using Miyuki beads, I would suggest you to add 15 O's at the end at this last round here, because Miyukis are slightly bigger than these preciosas. So if you are using Miyuki 11 O's, then add 15 O's in the last round, and if you are using preciosa, then we are going to add preciosa at the last round. Here I just show you in this earring, here I have used Miyukis. So in the last round I have added 15 O's here. You can see that here in the last round I have added 15 O's, but here I'm using preciosas. So since they are slightly smaller than the Miyukis, so I'm adding 11 O's, preciosa 11 O's at the last round. Now I will pass through all these preciosas, 11 twice to close my bezel case. Keep your thread nice and tight here. And after closing, this is the look from the back side. And now I'm stepping up, and as you can see, I'm exiting through this 11. Now I will step up into this 11 champagne, into the 11 yellow opaque, into this 15 champagne, and the next 11 yellow opaque, into this 11 yellow opaque, and into this 11 yellow opaque. So here you can see that I have reached on the edge of our bezel case. So this is the front and this is the back. And now as I exit through this 11 yellow opaque, I'm going to pick up one 11 champagne and pass through this next 11 yellow opaque. Again I'm picking up one 11 champagne and passing through this next 11 yellow opaque. Again picking up one 11 champagne and passing through this next 11 yellow opaque. Picking up one 11 champagne and passing through this next 11 yellow opaque. So this way I'm going to add these 11 champagne all through this round. And now here I'm adding my last 11 champagne and stepping up into the first 11 champagne. And after adding these 11's, this is the look of our earring, our rose petal earring. And now after stepping up into this 11 champagne, I'm going to pick up 3 15 champagne and pass through this next 11 champagne. Again picking up 3 15 champagne. I'm going to pass through this next 11 champagne. Again picking up 3 15 champagne. I'll pass through the next 11 champagne, and this way I'm going to add the set of these 3 15 champagne in between these 11 champagne all through this round. And now here I'm adding my last set of 15 champagne. And this is the look after adding this round. And I'm stepping up into the first 2 15's of the first set that I added. So here you can see that I'm exiting through this 15, the middle one, right now. Now as I exit through this 15, I'm going to pick up one 3mm pearl. Here I have picked up one 3mm pearl and pass through the 15, the middle 15 of the next set. Here you can see I'm passing through the middle 15 of the next set. Again I'm picking up one 3mm pearl and passing through the middle 15 of the next set. And now I'm going to pick up 3 15 champagne and pass through the middle 15 of the next set. Again picking up 3 15 champagne and pass through the middle 15 of the next set. Again picking up 3 15 champagne and passing through the middle 15 of the next set, like this. Now after adding this 3 sets of these 3 15 champagne, I am going to pick up one 4mm pearl and pass through the middle 15 of the next set. Again picking up 1/4 mm pearl and passing through the middle 15 of the next set. Now again I'm going to pick up 1/4 mm pearl and pass through this next 15. So here I have added 3. In all I'm going to add 6 4 mm pearls. So this is my 4th pearl, 5th pearl and 6th pearl. So I have added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 4 mm pearls, and now again I'm going to pick up 3 15 champagne and pass through this middle 15 of the next set. Again 3 15 of the next set and passing through this 15 of the next set, the middle 15 and again 3 15 champagne and passing through this middle 15 of the first set. So after completing this round, this is the look of our earring, and now I'm stepping up into the first 3 mm pearl that I added in this round. Now I'm going to pick up 1 11 champagne and pass through this next 3 mm pearl. Now pick up 3 15 champagne and here I'm going to pass through this 11 champagne underneath the set of these 3 15. So here I'm passing through this 11 champagne like this. Pick up 3 15 champagne and now I will be passing through. Here you can see we added 1 2 3 sets, and after adding this set of 15s I have picked up another set of 3 15s, and now I'll be passing through the second 15 of this second set like this. Again pick up 3 15 champagne and I'm passing through this 11 champagne underneath this third set of 15s. So here I'm passing through this 11 champagne like this. Again pick up 3 15 champagne and I'm passing through this 4 mm pearl like this. So here we have created this zigzag over here, and now I'm picking up 1 15 champagne and pass through this next 4 mm pearl. Again picking up 1 15 champagne and passing through the next 4 mm pearl. Then picking up 1 15 champagne, passing through this next 4 mm pearl. Picking up 1 15 champagne. This way I'm adding 15 champagne in between these 4 mm pearls like this. And now I'm going to pick up 3 15 champagne, and here this first set of 3 15s, and I will be passing through the 11 underneath like this. Again pick up 3 15 champagne and pass through the middle 15 of this middle set. Here you can see 1 2 3, and I'm passing through the second one like this. Again picking up 3 15 champagne and I will pass through the 11 underneath this set of 3 15s like this. Again, pick up 315 champagne and pass through the 3 mm pearl like this. So here you can see we have created this zigzag on both the sides of the earring, and now I'm stepping up into the first 11 champagne that we added in this round. Now pick up 2 15 champagne, and here after exiting through this 11 I have picked up 2 15 champagne, and here I will pass through this 11 yellow opaque underneath like this. Now here, after adding these 2 15 champagne, I am moving up to the first 15 champagne of the 2 that I just added. Here I added 2. I am moving up to the first one. Now pick up 1 15 champagne and pass through this 11 champagne like this. Into the 3 mm pearl. Now after passing through this 3 mm pearl, I will pass through these 2 15 champagne, the first 2 that I added in the last round. Pick up 1 11 yellow opaque, and now I will skip this one here. Here we added 1 2 3, so I'm skipping the first one and I will pass through the next 2 15 like this, and now I'm skipping this one and I will pass through the next 2 15 here like this. Again pick up 1 11 yellow opaque and skipping this and this at the bottom here, and I will pass through. Here I'm skipping this one. I will pass through the top 2 15 here like this. Step up into this 4 mm pearl, into the 15 4 mm pearl, all these 15 and the 4 mm pearls, into the 4 mm pearl, and once again I'm going down through these 2 15s. Pick up 1 11 yellow opaque, skip this here and this one at the bottom end here, and I will pass through the 2 15s on the top here like this. Now I'm skipping this one and I will pass through the next 2 15s together. Again picking up 1 11 yellow opaque. I will skip this one here and this one at the bottom end here and pass through the above 2 15s like this, and into the 3 mm pearl and the 11. So here this is the look. our earring. And now we are going to add the loop on the top here. So for this I'm picking up 6/15 champagne, so here you can see I have picked up 2, 4 and 6/15 champagne, and I will pass through this 11 champagne like this, stepping up into the 2/15, pick up 1/15 champagne and pass through the next 2/15, again pick up 1/15 champagne and pass through the next 2/15 down into the 11, again move up through the 15, step up into the 15, these 15s, and now I'm skipping the 11 and just passing through the pair of 15s on the other side. Again stepping up, into these 15s. Here I have passed through these 15s about thrice just to reinforce my loop and to make it stronger. And now I'm passing through the 11 underneath and into the 3 pearl and into the 15 champagne next to it. And now after exiting through this 15 champagne, now here you can see that I'm exiting through this 15 champagne next to the 3 pearl, and now I will pass through these 3 15s behind this 11 like this into the next 15, into these 15s, into the 15s, all the 15s at the back, into these 3 15s and into the 15s, just the first 15 just before this 4 pearl. Like this. Now I will again pass through the 4 pearl, 15, 4 pearl and the next 15, 4 pearl and the 15, again into the 4 pearl, 15 and the next 4 pearl, once again into the 15 next to this 4 pearl, and into the 3 15s just behind this 11. Here you can see we have these 1, 2, 3 15s that we added here at the back. These 3 15s into the 15 down here, again these 3 15s into the 15 down, into the 3 15s and into the 15 just before the 3 pearl, like this, into the 11 in the next 3 pearl, and now here I'm going to tie a knot in between the 11 in between this 3 pearl and the next 15 and just pass through the next 15 again into these 3 15s. Again I'm going to tie a knot here in between these 15s, again down through the 15 into the next set of these 3 15s, into the 15 and the next 3 15s, and here we can cut our thread off. And here we have completed our rose petal earring in yellow color, and now we are going to slip in our ear wire into our earrings. I'm just pulling it apart, and here just slipping it into the earring, pressing it, and here my rose petal earring in yellow color is done. So friends, here we have completed a rose petal earring in yellow color. You can see how beautiful these look, and let us take a quick look over 2 more colorways that I have shown you at the beginning of the video. This one is in green, forest green color with black pearls, and this is in lavender color with these light pink pearls. Friends, I hope you would love making these beautiful dangler rose petal earrings, and you would love wearing them and of course gifting them to your friends and family. So friends, if you like my videos and my tutorials and my designs, please do subscribe to my channel, and please share the channel with your friends so that they may also enjoy making these beautiful earrings and my jewelry designs. And friends, please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you may get notified when I'll upload my next video. Thank you.